interwebs, long time no vlog. How are you doing? I am doing well. I just finished my Wow Insider weekly recap. My hair looks like this. I'm liking it. Normally it doesn't cooperate with me quite this much when I make it curly, so I'm pretty happy about that. What else is going on? My sleep schedule? Ridiculous. I take naps now. That's a new thing. I'm like, oh, it's noon. I should take a nap. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's 6 p.m. That was way more than just a nap. But yeah, so that's happening. It's not that late though. It's only like 1 in the morning. That's not terrible. And hold on, I want my soda. Nick went and got me this soda because that's what I should be drinking at 1 o'clock in the morning is caffeine. Anyways, so I've got this big bin of stuff. You can't see it, but I cut my plushie collection in about half, which I felt bad about. Because, okay, so the other day, I like put up my Christmas tree, and I'm getting all in the Christmas spirit, and I come upstairs right after I put my Christmas tree on, and I see my studio, and I legitimately get bummed out, because I'm thinking, like, wow, I have all of this awesome stuff, mostly toys, that, I mean, I'm a 25-year-old woman, I don't play with them, like, they're kind of decorative, and I start feeling really bad, because it's like Christmas time, there's all these kids in the world who are not going to have a very good Christmas, because toys and stuff and presents are expensive, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna cut my plushie collection in like half. I'm gonna like donate a bunch of my plushies, all the ones that are like newer, because some of them I've had for a long time, some of them have been laid on by my cats, some of them have, you know, have sentimental value, but then a lot of them are just decorative. So I decide that I'm gonna gather up my in really good shape stuffed animals and donate them so that a kid can have a better Christmas, or some kids, because it's quite a few. I have had the hardest time donating stuff. Like, I know that sounds really ridiculous, but like, I've been calling around and it's very strange to me what our society has turned into. I've asked 3 different churches and they're all doing their own individual charities, but none of them want these. Like, I was like, well, can I donate these like stuffed animals to you to distribute to maybe families in your congregation who are less fortunate? And like, none of them want them because they're not new. Like, they're new. They just don't have tags on them, but they're new. Like, they've never been played with or slept with or washed or gotten dirty. They've just sat around, you know? So 3 churches, I couldn't donate them to any of those. Toys for Tots only takes new toys. The Salvation Army only wants new toys. And then there are some places that will actually be like, oh, well, I can give you a wish list of a child in need, which is kind of bizarre to me because, like, I didn't think that was the idea of charity. I don't know. It was a really odd thing for me. So I think tomorrow I'm going to call like an elementary school near me and see if maybe a school nurse or a counselor could direct me somewhere where I could donate these, because they're all really nice. Like, if I was a kid between the ages of like 4 and 10, I can't imagine that I would open these toys, which are clearly new, and be like, well, this doesn't have tags on it, Mom and Dad. Screw you guys. Like, oh, excuse me. Stupid soda. It was really bizarre to me, like, how difficult it was for me to be charitable. And, like, I don't have a ton of money. Like, I wish I could. Like, I watch Miss Glamorazzi on YouTube. Like, I don't know if anybody else watches her. Her name's Ingrid. And she recently went to Toys R Us, and she must have spent like $500 or $600 on toys to donate to Toys for Tots, which I would really love to do, but I don't have that kind of money. Like, that's a common misconception. A lot of people think that because I do YouTube full-time, I'm like rolling in the dough. And I mean, I make about as much money as someone who works a full-time job. It's not as glamorous as you think it is. I mean, it's awesome because I get to work from home and I get to talk to you guys, and it's, you know, I get to talk about stuff that I love. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's a common misconception. People think I'm like loaded, and I'm not. So it's something I wish I could do, but I can't afford to do that. But I thought, like, here's this awesome way that I can donate, that I can give back, and I'm kind of coming into all these roadblocks. So I'm going to call the school tomorrow, and hopefully, like, the nurse or a counselor can direct me to some kids, because, I mean, they're awesome. I have, like, a bunch of the Little Big Planet plushies are actually still in the box, but I have a couple, like, Nickelodeon plushies. I have, like, a giant Pikachu plushie. I mean, there's a bunch. There's a lot, and they're really cool, and they've never like I said, they've never been played with. It's just odd to me how hard it was to get rid of it. Because when I was like a little kid, there was definitely a Christmas or two where I'm not sure that I would have had presents if it wasn't for someone donating toys to a church. And I can tell you what, my entire life, I never wrote a Christmas list. I'm not a religious person now, like, but I was raised in a very religious, when I was very young, when my parents were still together, we were very religious. Like, I never believed in Santa Claus. I knew that Christmas was Jesus' birthday, and that it wasn't about us giving presents to receive them. It was about giving them to share the spirit of generosity and to celebrate the birth of Christ, which is kind of ironic because I'm not a religious person now, but I still think that Christmas is about giving, not about receiving. So it kind of is sad to me that families that are, you know, a little less fortunate are still, I don't know, encouraging their kids to write Christmas lists, because like that was never what it was taught. And it wasn't like I would have been sad if I didn't have a mound of presents under the tree, because that's never what Christmas was about. It was always about giving, not about receiving. So I don't know. I would like to see our youth have a little more value in giving, but I will give away these plushies if it freaking kills me. I'm doing it. Like, I don't even care. I'm really thinking if I call a school that they'll be able to help me out. They might even distribute them themselves because they know the families that are in need. Especially like school nurses tend to know the families. So I'll get it done, and I will make some kids very happy this Christmas if it kills me. And I'm so excited. I'm doing 2 family Christmases at my house this year. I'm doing like Nick's side of the family and my side of the family. And they're finally scheduled. They're finally planned. And I think my sister is coming over here for her 21st birthday, which is excellent on a number of reasons. Number one, the going out to bar scenes, that's not a thing. Like, people think it's a thing, but it's really not. It's not that much fun. It's very expensive. It's loud. I don't know. I don't think it's all that fun. I think it would be much more fun to like come over to my house and play games and kick back a couple brews, and I just think that would be more fun. So she's doing that, so I'm really excited about that. And tomorrow I'm making a video on TradeChat about my 14 games that I must play in 2014, which I wrote up and I'm really excited for. I'm also doing Wild Pop Culture this week, finally, and Surrender at 20, and I'm bringing back Riot, please. I'm sorry about Riot. Well, that makes me think that Wild Pop Culture might get filmed this week but not uploaded until next week. But it's going to happen before the end of the year. It's my last 2013 resolution. So I am looking forward to all the things that are happening. And then our bathroom is going to be done soon. I can't wait. We have to tile and paint. And then everything goes in the bathroom and it's done. I'm so excited. It's only like 2 more days worth of work. I'm super pumped. We could probably do it in one day, but we're lazy. That's fine. That's fine. And what else we got to do? I am almost finished with my living room. I have to like clean off one shelf, and I want to paint the molding of the room like a copper color because I think it'll make it look really like old and vintage. You guys don't even, I'll show you my living room when it's done, I swear. Next year I have to get a bigger Christmas tree. So funny. I have my Christmas tree from my little tiny apartment, and it's so small. It's like maybe 5 feet. Maybe it might be 6 feet. It might be 6 feet, but our living room has like 10-foot ceilings. So the tree looks like a miniature. It looks like a baby tree. So next year we have to get a taller tree. We do fake trees, not real trees. I don't see the point in cutting down a tree to be rotting in my living room. Plus that just seems like a cat fort to me. If I was a cat, I'd be all about a real tree. So those are all the things. I think I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my hearts. That was a heart beating. That's like the FX song. Rum pum pum pum. I wonder if they know that's a Christmas thing in America, because they were making it sound like a heartbeat, like rum pum pum pum. But like that is a Christmas song. The drummer boy, the little drummer boy. I don't know. I gotta go. I hope you're having a good day. Look, my shirt's Portal. I can't stand up on my tiptoes that high. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. I love you all. You're my heart. Stay soon. Bye. Goodbye. Pinky wave. $1 billion million.